Logistics is an area in procurement that is evolving at a fast pace. This can be attributed to the increase in competition in both local and global markets, as well as the advancement in technology and innovations. So the question then becomes, how does one go about, starting a business in this particular area or in this field? The challenge is to develop logistics and supply chain solutions that are flexible and capable of adapting quickly to change in the business environment. So if you're going to get into the logistics, logistics management business, the first thing you have to do is obviously understand exactly what it is, what is logistics, what is logistics management. And just a quick reminder, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, if you haven't subscribed to Zerite Network, kindly do so, and you'll be able to access, a lot of videos. In fact, more videos on how to turn procurement and supply chain into business. We have videos on contract management, videos on, basically, there are a lot of stuff, So subscribe, hit the notification bell, and if you have any issue, you'll obviously leave it in the comment section. Logistics is the management of the flow of events between the point of origin and the point of consumption in order to meet the requirements of customers or corporation. The point is, anything you're using in a business, or an organization, everything you're using must have gotten there by somebody bringing it there, or some mechanism was used to deliver it there. If you're taking tea, somebody supplied milk. If you are using a computer, someone brought it there. If you're using a software, there was a way in which it got to, to that particular place. And all that is logistics. So it's not just a question of driving a truck and then you think that's it, So whatever you're using, ask yourself, how did this thing get here? And then you quickly start to understand how logistics work, Resources managed in logistics can include physical items like food, material, animal, equipment, liquids, or there could be intangible items such as time and information. And so what kind of resources are you going to be dealing with if you're going to start a logistics management business? That is something you need to have an answer to. Is it going to be tangible stuff? Is it going to be intangible stuff? All right. And to help you make a quick decision regarding the form of business you're going to take, the form of logistics management business you're going to start, let's look at elements of logistics management. So there are two main elements of logistics management. And in this case, we're talking about inbound logistics and outbound logistics. Inbound normally describes the activities from receipt of goods to use on the production line. So let's say a company is making cars. Then all activities beginning with receiving resources to be used in the production of the cars all the way to the actual production are inbound logistics. And the activities included here, the activities included in inbound logistics will be, number one, inventory management. And with inventory management, this is where you have things like goods inwards, quality checking, stock control system, stock taking. In fact, to understand this practically, let's say you're dealing with a business that is selling electrical devices like smartphones, So let's say they're dealing with smartphones, right? When a shipment of new smartphones arrives at the store from the manufacturer, the goods inwards process involves checking the delivered items against the purchased order to ensure the correct quantity and model. The staff will inspect the smartphones for any damages and verify that they meet the quality standards. The information about the received goods, including quantity, condition, and any discrepancy, is then recorded in the store's inventory system. Now, this helps the store to keep track of its stock levels, manage its inventory effectively, and address any issues with the delivered goods. Think about that. That's inventory management, right? And as part of logistics business, inventory management itself can be a business idea that you can think of. I mean, it could be a software, right? That is supposed to help people during the, managing stocks, That's something you can come up with, a software to do that job. It could be just a consultancy where you're training the staff in a company on how to have proper stock control systems in place. I mean, the ideas there are it's just a question of, can you identify a problem and can you propose a solution to that problem? That is pretty much what it simply comes down to. So that's the first thing. Inventory management, one of the first activities in inbound logistics. Let's move on. At this point, I just want to quickly point out that if you're serious about this, if you're serious about turning your ideas into a business, I've done a series of video lessons, courses, tutorials on how to write a business plan and present it, okay, pitch it to investors. So the link to that is in the video description, or you can simply go to zeritenetwork.com and you'll be in a position to access that. So you'll get video lessons, okay, step-by-step video lessons training you on how to actually do the business plan. You're going to have templates that you can use in the process. And if, it's actually a practical thing. And if at any point you need help, you have a question, okay, you'll just contact me and then, I'll be in a position to answer that. So check that out. Link is in the video description, or simply head over to zeritenetwork.com and you'll be in a position to access that. Warehousing is the next part of inbound logistics. And the activities, okay, the activities involved in warehousing will include things like stocking, repackaging if need be, monitoring conditions, holding of completed goods after production. And the next activity is material handling. In this case, with material handling, we're talking about, say, moving products, okay, or moving goods or moving items, but within a confined location. For example, they could be in a warehouse and you're taking them to the factory or something there, or it could just be moving them around in the area. The point is, all the activities involved in material, with those materials will form part of material handling. Just-in-time and lean productions are some of the developments that are felt in inbound logistics. See, the idea is that most companies are trying to cut back on the costs associated with material handling, stocking, and things of that nature. So what does that tell you? Okay, you see, that is a business opportunity right there. In fact, when you look at the inbound logistics, some business ideas, okay, some business ideas that you can take and run with will include things like offering storage for various products, developing solutions that can ensure accurate and timely order fulfillment, providing equipment that can be used in warehouses, for example, pallets, racks, trolleys, okay? Value-added services like labeling, packaging, quality checks, technology integration like RFIDs and barcodes. I mean, think of it this way, okay? At the end of the day, all these, the point is, all these activities that companies are taking are going to cost them. And most companies, all companies generally, are in need to make profit and to provide better services. So if you can show them a way in which you can solve their logistics, okay, their inbound logistics problem, and still help them to make profit and also help them to be effective, okay, produce whatever they're producing without compromising on quality, then see, they're going to pay you, okay? You're going to be in business. So when we talk about logistics, it's not just a question of I have trucks and therefore I can deliver things. I mean, the guy who produces, think of, what is it called? That stapler or something, whatever it is that is used to seal boxes. That's somebody supplying that thing, okay? So it's not like if companies make those things on their own. So the point is, once you understand inbound logistics, okay, you understand that these are the activities involved in this place, then the question is, how can I pick any of those activities and turn it into a business? Now, the other thing about logistics will be the outbound logistics, right? Outbound logistics describes the process relating to the movement and storage of products from the end of the production line to the end customer. So yeah, something has been produced. If the company is making, say, a pen, so how does this pen move from, what activities are involved? If you're talking about moving the pen from where it was produced all the way to me who's using it now, right? So that's where we have outbound logistics. And in this case, we're talking about things like packaging and security, distribution, transportation. You can tell me, what are some of the business ideas that you think will come to mind when you're talking about outbound logistics? It's not something that you're going to do. It's just what comes to mind, okay? What business pops in your mind? And You can leave that in the comment section, okay? There are a lot of business ideas that are based on outbound logistics. We're talking about things like offering, again, packaging materials, working with companies to optimize distribution networks, transportation services, okay, freight brokerage, package delivery, and many more. In fact, if you have any other, okay, just add it in the comment section. Look, the key thing here is that if you have a business idea, or if indeed you have the business, right, you have to go to the company, you have to present it, you have to present that idea in a way that the company sees. First of all, you have to make the company see that they have a problem. And not just see that they have a problem, they have to feel the problem. Because if they don't feel the problem, they're not going to pay you. I mean, people don't spend money because they have money. People spend money because they have a problem or they have a need, or they want some value, okay, which makes more sense than having the money. So you not only have to show them the problem, you also have to make them feel that they actually have a problem. And then you show them how you're going to solve that problem and where they will be after the problem has been solved. In fact, that's important. We have a problem, and this is what you look like if that problem is gone. Those two things are key when it comes to convincing companies to actually hire your services. So, logistics, you want to start a logistics business? Simple. Understand that there are two things. One, there is the inbound logistics. Understand all the elements involved. Two, we have the outbound logistics, all the elements involved. Look at those things. Decide where's the problem, how can I fix it, and then I get paid for that. Now look, we did a video on how to, start a procurement related business, and make sure that you check out that video, okay? So you can click on it. If you haven't watched it, watch it. If you haven't subscribed, kindly do so. If there is any question, leave it in the comment section. We are going to turn these into a series of videos. So if there is anything you want us to talk about in procurement and supply chain from a business point of view, just leave it in the comment section or inbox, okay? Or basically communicate through any of our social media platform at Zerite Network on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Twitter, X. Anyway, so you do that, okay? I'm Moses, and I'll see you in the next video.